welcome back to another episode of Pete Takes Alex Around the Highlands. He's back for more punishment, another day in the snow. It is colder today, there's good snow on the ground. So I think the last time Alex was up here, he took his three-legged deer called Nigel. Today we're hopefully going and see if we can find some hinds. We have just spotted some deer. They're right out on the edge of the estate we're going to be shooting on. It's going to be a challenging, tricky stalk, but we'll get him in there. There's a fair covering of snow. The higher up we go, it might get a bit deeper. There's a fairly strong, I think it's a northerly wind at the moment coming down, which is great for our approach. And yeah, we'll just see how this goes.
Hello.
So we are now going to drive out to a relevant point that we can park up. Obviously save Alex's legs because he might have a long drag. But we're just driving out on the hill. We've spotted the deer. It's a cold, crisp 1 degree, blue skies. There's a good wind, snow on the ground. So it's not going to be easy walking. It's not too deep, luckily. It's fairly well blown across. It's fairly hard surface, but we'll see if we can make an approach on these deer. Not entirely sure what we're going in on yet. There may be stags, it may be hinds. I suspect it may well be a group of stags and maybe a few hinds kicking in there.
I'm back in Scotland with Peter Gibbon. If you're not familiar with him, he is the owner and what? Owner and legend of the Outdoor Gibbon podcast. I've been up to see Pete a couple of times now. We're here for the snow. We're trying to make a fantastic film for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. That's definitely a prompt to hit the subscribe button if ever I've heard it. One more vitally important thing is that it's his birthday today. So what a treat it is for him to have me here and do a bit of deer stalking. Well, it's not really payback, but if you saw a particularly cruel video that Pete is inevitably going to be posting on social media.
So we're still sat in the car because Alex is doing an update because the drone isn't ready to fly. The sun will be going down in a minute, but don't worry about it. We'll try and get a deer. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. Yeah, so whilst we're up here, we're filming a number of different things, and Pete is actually an accredited witness, an approved person for the PDS1 course. So he's going to be putting me through my paces on that, and if all goes well when I pass, then I'll come away with the full PDS1 certificate and my hunter ID tag. If you like what you've seen here today, and we certainly have so far, then you can actually get in touch with Pete. I'll put a link into the guys that I do a lot of filming with, and you can reach out and potentially book your own stalking. Likewise, if you want to book Pete to go through your shooting assessment for PDS1, if you're doing that, then you can make your own arrangements there. All the contact links will be in the description.
So as usual, Pete has wandered off into the distance. He's like a little mountain goat out here. Your fitness really needs to be at the top of its game, which mine is not.
Now, although you can see blue skies and sunshine, I assure you it was freezing and the wind was absolutely horrific.
We need to get out of sight at the moment because they can see us. Luckily the sun is on my right, so they're being a little bit blindsided. What, so now walk up?
So now we're just going to keep going.
Up there.
Going to go up this way.
Oh, up that side.
We're going to go up this glen,
Yep.
scoot round like we did, basically like we did before, but we're going to come in over the top of them.
Yeah.
The wind is good. The problem we'll get is when we get up there, the wind then becomes possibly not in our favour.
Right. So the plan is we're going to go up here in this direction, they're over there. We're going to go up to the top and then make an assessment on what we can do. Pete seems to think that I might be making a longer shot than I'm used to, so we're going to look at the ballistic data and see what we need to do. It is really difficult to walk in this, but I'm going to try and keep the swearing down. He's doing something derogatory, I can tell.
So he's still on the move. Everything's good. It's cold out here. But, he's ahead now. Keep him there and we'll see how we're getting on.
A lot of people won't bring sticks out on the hill, and Pete advised that I left mine in the car. And the reason for that is because there's every chance that we'll be taking the shot off the bipods or a rock or something like that. But what is handy is a walking stick for aid, and I don't have it, but we make do. So tip number one, bring a stick. Here, make yourself useful. Take some video for me. You got to get your knees right up to walk in this stuff, and the ground is so uneven. This is nothing like lowland stalking, nothing at all, completely worlds apart. I can see why people are attracted to it and why they pay the money to come up here. It's just phenomenal. Look at that view. Look at that legend. One man in the wilderness on his birthday. Steven Spielberg, eat your heart out. Oh yes. Can't believe I beat Pete to the rock.
Cranberry?
Oh, lovely. Don't mind if I do. Cheers, mate. It's a very random snack.
Oh, anything.
Nice. Nice. Antioxidant, good for the skin.
Exactly.
I mean, Pete, the question that everyone has been wanting to know: what does a good skincare routine look like for you?
Soot.
And cranberries.
Yeah.
So for beginner stalkers, coming up here with you on a guided stalk,
Yeah.
what would you say would be the most important thing to either do or remember? Good.
Now, for those who saw the film about Nigel, My First Red, this is the exact spot where we took a break last time.
I remember it well.
It just couldn't be more different, could it?
Bit by bit we climb the hill. drop back down now below that horizon, otherwise we'll be in full view. So once we're out of sight, we'll just keep walking this line. This is very similar to what I did before, but at the moment we've got a distance of about 1300 metres. And I ain't doing that. Tip number 2 is tell your guide what your abilities and capabilities are, because you don't want to be taking a shot that you're just not comfortable with. So I've told Pete what my furthest shot is. He knows roughly what I can do. So that's tip number 2. Be open and honest. That's a good tip, I thought.
Yeah.
Right, big ascent. This is not the fun part. Tip number 3, make sure you've got appropriate clothing and footwear, particularly your footwear for this point. Don't be bringing out potentially new boots that aren't worn in. You might not know you've got a problem with them, so wear them in beforehand. Is that a good one? You don't care. Shout out to the members. If you're not a member, have a little look at the memberships. It all helps me keep doing this, pushing it further. There's a lot of cost involved with things like this, and a lot of time that goes into the editing, so it's much appreciated. Just think, Pete, you could have been sat on the sofa or shooting roe in the wood, but no, you're with me on your special day. I think people should comment happy birthday Pete. So when we hit this summit, it's going to be pretty cold and pretty windy, and then the plan's going to be probably spot the deer, walk that way and around.
Okay, we've got a massive problem. We've got to the summit, but there are 2 deer out on a ridge with their eyes locked on us. One wrong move and the whole day could go to pot. We've got to get low and we've got to get closer. So after crawling the whole fence line, we're finally out of sight, but then out of absolutely nowhere this happens. There's at least 3 deer just over this ridge line. They're about 200 metres away. We've got to sort our kit out, but it is go time. This is what the whole day's been about. We are just below the ridge line. Pete's told me to take my bag off. I'm taking the one on the right hand side, and I've decided to leave this in as real time so you can see that I didn't have that long to make the shot compared with last time.
On the right. Yeah, uncomfortable.
Neither of us heard the impact. The rifle's just jammed. Is this another disaster? We wait and we get all the kit ready. I didn't hear it at all, but Pete says that the deer reacted.
It was so windy.
Yeah.
Blood on it, but definitely that's something dragging.
Right.
There.
Blood.
Right, get a photo. There's your blood. She's bleeding out.
Wow.
You see it? This is proper tracking. This is what it's all about. This is the bit where most people fall down.
Right.
Telling you where the shot site was, looking at the evidence.
Yeah.
You can tell by the leg she's down.
You saw that trail,
Yeah.
and you knew that that was a
Well,
drag.
I knew we had a rock.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew you could tell they'd been lying here because look at the ground.
Yeah.
There's patches.
Yeah.
Something's gone off.
Yeah.
Blood. We're coming down here.
Yeah.
There's a good trail of blood. Blood out. Okay.
Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah.
Trail of blood.
I've never seen this before. This is.
Fell over here.
She fell over. Yeah.
All the rest of them, they were all in here
And they just went poof.
and they all fucked off.
Yeah.
Probably went straight out that way over into Glen Terry.
Right.
Your shot was slightly back, but that I think she was slightly quartering to us, but it's a damn good shot, Alex.
Thanks, mate. Thanks so much. God, what a stalk.
You enjoyed that?
My God. I mean, we can't see the car, can we? It's just over that hill.
Just over that hill.
So the car's over the hill. We've come up, well, we've come up the other side of there. We've gone round the back. We've crawled literally on our belly along that fence line all the way. I was really struggling with crawling just because of the rifle kept toppling forward. I'll need to address that. And we've come up round the back here. Pete has led it. We've crawled out, and yeah, she's come down here and expired.
Perfect. Absolutely everything we wanted. She's a big hind.
Can we imagine that she's can we imagine she's just stood up? I believe that I was actually going in more here because I was conscious of it coming out the back, because I thought the line was more like that.
I reckon you've smashed the heart perfectly. We'll find out in a minute.
So, the hind is down. Thank you very much, Pete, for everything that you've done on this stalk. Great time to say hit subscribe. Follow us both on all the socials. All the links will be in the description. We'll get on with the next bit now.
So Pete's going to Gralloch this. I have said I would. I'm very happy to, but we're actually losing the light now. So in the interest of speed, Pete's gonna whip this out and then we're gonna drag it directly across there and then leave it at the fence line. Is that what we're doing?
The fence and get the motor.
Yeah, leave it at the fence, then get the motor.
Hold a leg.
But we will be doing this in the dark eventually. So Pete the pro. Some people sort of scream out and say, can we see it? And others saying, can you not include it? It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but...
Well, it's all part of the process, isn't it? Well, she's been eating well. I think you may have just clipped stomach.
Oh. Happy birthday, mate.
Cheers.
Dominoes?
Good shot though. That's the top of the heart. You completely obliterated it. Well done.
Slightly bigger than a roe.
Yeah, just a tad.
So this will be Isabelle, I think.
Is it?
Deer number 9, letter number 9, I. That's just how I label it when it goes in the freezer.
There you go. All done, and then a nice little trimming off of that. So that is everything this time.
God, it's massive. It's like
Stomach.
the size of a roe.
There you go. You actually did a pretty good top of the heart, lungs. So she was dead as soon as she moved. Just dark in colour, everything looks fine.
Okay, mate. Here we go again.
Let me just get it across this shitty bit.
Well, you get it on you, it's just I'm struggling, and I'll grab the strap and walk
You're
with
all right.
you.
Once I'm going,
You're all
that's
right.
it. Right, we're aiming. See where the fence comes down over there?
Yeah.
We're going to go for that.
Oh, we're aiming for that. I thought you wanted up here.
No, we don't want to go any higher.
Right.
Once she's going.
Oh my God, you're literally running. Bloody hell, Pete. Oh, in fairness, she's downhill. Man's a machine. This is the reality of wild meat though, isn't it? Come on, Pete, let's get it done. For the boys.
Well, I tell you what, we'll sit her here. Just fucking walk. We'll still have to walk in.
Look at that. Wow. You're used to it, I know. Get in. Oh wow. What a view. Look at that. What a view. That is what it's all about. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we're just following this path now back to the truck, and then we'll drive back up, pick her up, and then back home to the warm, a fire, some food and some drink. What a brilliant day.
Still warm enough.
There we are, there's the car.
I really hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I did doing it and editing this video. Please hit that subscribe button, it really helps the channel get a little bit further. Ring that bell and I will see you soon for the next video. If you've got any comments or questions, then do get in touch, and please follow all the socials, both myself and Pete. Everything's in the description. The way back to Pete's was pretty hairy, but we had a safe journey and a lovely meal when we got there.